So I was at the shops, right, as I do. And which story do I want to tell first? Two things happened. Okay, I'll tell this one first. I went to pee. Public toilet. Now, there's two types of people in this world. And ask yourself this. Are you the type of person who, when taking a shit, will take a phone call on the toilet? If your phone rings while pilling, will you pick it up? Or are you a respectable human, all right, with respect for yourself, and you go, nah, I'll call him back because I'm pooing, and that seems wrong. Take some time, take a minute, okay, and come back to me, all right? Have a think about it now. All right, time's up. Okay, if you're still thinking about it, you're a fucking idiot. Pause the podcast, move on. I am the second type of person in the world. If you call me while I'm shitting, we'll speak later. I'm busy. I'm in the zone. I'm settled in. I don't need to have this conversation. It doesn't matter if it's an emergency, man. Like, a family member could be calling me going, I need to go to the hospital. And I'd be like, I'm shitting, okay? I'm defecating right now. Respect my time and my bowel movements. Thank you. God. Always coming in with their family. Oh, I'm having a cardiac arrest. Yeah. Wait. Thank you. So, I'm at the shopping center. I'm going to pee. I go into the cubicle because I've got bags. So I was like, I want to put my bags on the floor. So I'm like, go on the cubicle, and sometimes they have a hook on the back. Lucky, had a hook. Didn't have to put my shopping bags in urine. Score. So I put my bags on the back of the hook, start peeing. The guy next to me, he's doing a poo, right? He's in the cubicle next to me. His phone rings. I'm thinking, this guy's not going to be an animal. He's going to quickly turn his phone off and message the guy back going, sorry, man, I'm actually doing my business. Can't take the call. So the phone goes, and then it stops for like a brief second. And I was thinking, relieved, going, thank God this guy has respect for himself. He stopped the ring, and now he's going to call him back. Then I just hear, hello. And I was like, oh, what a fucking animal. So not only is he taking a phone call while shitting but he's doing it in a public place. Now that's a line I'll never cross. I think maybe a few times I've taken a call like mid piss at home, you know, and then I've aimed my piss to the side to the porcelain so it doesn't make noise hitting the water. All right, that's the respectable thing to do. I've done that a few times in my life, but man. I can actually not think of a circumstance where I would pick up that phone while on a public toilet. God, no. So I hear, hello. And then he goes, yeah, sorry, mate. I can't talk to you for long. I'm actually just on a shit right now. And I went, I stopped pissing. I was like, what? I said what? Like I just mumbled it. I was like, what? And then, thank God, because he didn't hear me, the guy on the other end, I heard the other guy really faintly on the other end go, sorry, what? And he just repeated himself going, so I'm just on a shit right now? On a shit. On. Not doing. He's on a shit. Wowee. Can you even be honest? This almost rocked my week as much as the snails wearing a hat. Man, I was just like, you can't be on. I'm like, you could. Here's the thing. You can be on a shit. But I was trying to think. I was like, there's no circumstance where you should ever be on a shit. All right? Are you standing on it? Are you standing in poo? Are you, it'd be weird if you were under a shit because that means there'd be shit on you. Because shit can be, like, how can you be on a shit? What he should have said, he's above a shit. All right? He's pooing. You're not on a shit. You're above it. Unless you've pooed so much that the poo has filled up the entire toilet and is now touching your ass, then technically, yes, you are on a shit. So unless that was what he was describing. But if anything, you should have picked up the phone and just been like, sorry, mate, I'm just above a shit right now. And guys, I'm thinking of using, I've thought about it a lot since. I'm thinking of adopting that as my new phrase. I've started using it. I can't help myself. I loved it so much. Just the confidence. I don't know. It was a mix of like, just that alpha energy of like, not only did he pick up the phone call to one of his mates, but then said out loud in a public toilet. There were multiple people in the toilet. It was busy. And he just goes out loud so everyone in the immediate area can hear him go, sorry, mate, I'm just on a shit. You can be on a train, on a break, on a call, you know, but geez, I've never heard anyone say I'm on a shit. And, you know, if you work, maybe if you're standing like in Frankston, you could be like, oh, I'm on a shit, you know, but it's not literal. I've never heard those three letters said simultaneously, like, what's the right word? Like, in order, on a shit. I've never heard that combination of three letters before, and it just blew my mind. So, but now I've started using it. Like, I'll just be like, oh, I'm just going to go on a shit. And people are like, what? I'm just going on a shit. And it radiates big dick energy. It's an alpha move, because people just go, so, you're going to be on a shit? And you go, yeah. And it blows people's minds. So the reason why I'm telling you guys is you're welcome to use it, all right? Tell a friend. If you're on a shit this week, tell them. Call them. You know what? That's the ultimate alpha move. Not even taking a call. Receiving one's air. If you make a call while you're on a shit, whew, you've won. You're the big dog of that friendship or that relationship forever. You know, if you call someone else's, you know, say if you call your friend, you're his dad now. That's just how it works, because you've out-alphaed him, you've called him, said I'm on a shit, you've completely confused him, and he'll respect you forever. So yeah, dude, I felt like a little boy when I left that cubicle. All I did was take a piss, and I went in there a man, and I came out a little boy, because that guy just took and I don't want to say this because Lewis says it all the time, but he took any alpha energy that I may have had. He just sucked it out like a dementor, like it was my soul. I was like, and it just left me, man. And I watched my alpha energy just get, pulled into this guy, just sucked it in. And I was like, I'm a bitch now. That's me.
So